Congratulations.
Thank you.
Was it especially gratifying for you the way your central defense played today, given the uncertainty you had this year with Chad's decision and with Roman's suspension and other things?
Well, I'm blessed to have, you put Roman, Kim, Chad for the quarter of the year, and Javier, Gustav, little spell back there as well. I'm blessed to have some talented center backs. Today, when Pozuelo was on, obviously we wanted to shuttle the ball out wide. We know the aerial crosses we would have been able to deal with. But certainly over the course of the entire year, that's been a strong point for us in the makeup of our franchise.
Our next question is going to Alex Abnos. I'm going to ask if we could please, there is some space down here in front. We're going to have more media members joining us, so please make sure that we do have space by the door. We want to make sure that anyone that wants to join us has the opportunity to do so without being squished. All right, thanks so much, folks. All right, with that, let's go to Alex Abnos.
Alex Adams from The Athletic. I know that this week at training, you had a bunch of former players and former coaches there. How did that impact your emotional preparation for both you, your players? What did it mean to share those preparations with them?
Well, I think some of them were too young or weren't even born yet when Alan and Jimmy Gabriel and some of Dave Gillett, some of those guys were playing in Memorial Stadium. But certainly it was a show of support. Alan Hinton did that. It was a show of support from me and the coaching staff. And I thought it was a very, very nice gesture to have some of the old Sounders there. And, Brad was there, Chad was there, we had some other people come in. So it was really a nice gesture.
Our next three questions are going to be here, Total Soccer, then Ivis, and then down front with MLS Soccer.
Joseph Lowry with the Total Soccer Show. You touched on it briefly, Brian, talking about how you approached Toronto's possession, trying to move the ball out wide. Can you detail a little bit more of how you were able to neutralize their attack and their numbers forward in your own half?
Well, we didn't in the first half. I mean, we defend in a little bit of a pentagon shape, the two holders. We wanted Jovan and Jordy to pinch in and Nico staying with Michael, but, they were a very active midfield. I mean, they were running guys in, out. Pozuelo was dropping real deep or out in the wing channels. Their two wide guys were coming inside. It really presented some problems for us. So we tried to make some adjustments in the second half by just, switching Jordan and Jovan, but then trying to step higher up the field to see if we couldn't engage them before they had the ball in our half of the field. So it was challenging, but, I think in the second half, especially after Kelvin scored that goal, I think we were able to, figure it out.
We're going to be right here with Ivis.
Ivis Galarcep, SBI Soccer. Brian, first half, they really had you guys chasing, running all over the field. You couldn't catch up with the ball. Did you expect them to kind of be proactive protagonists coming at you in that first half? And when you guys got together, you and your coaching staff at halftime, what was your kind of biggest concern when you kind of looked at the video, and everything in the highlights? What would you?
Well, I'll say that, yes, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Greg in the way he prepared his team and the way they came out. But the second thing that maybe we didn't discuss, we're just talking about our defending. I didn't think our attacking was very good in the first half either. I mean, we defend, and we win the ball, and then we lose the ball again. And that's a trap that sometimes our team has fell into during the course of many games this year. So the two adjustments at halftime, and we weren't just going to flip Jordan and Jovan, but we were talking about switching the formation into a little diamond and two forwards and trying to figure out a way to do it. But we wanted to make sure that they felt comfortable doing it first. And, we didn't have to pull the trigger because, Kelvin scored that goal.
Our next question is going to be down here with Jason and then followed by Jeff with ESPN. Just another reminder, if we could have everyone move in the doors because we are going to have more media members joining us. So if we could just make sure that there's space for folks to move in, that would be wonderful. Everyone wants to hear what Coach Schmetzer has to say after this game. All right, right down here. Jason?
Brian, Jason Lemire, MLSsoccer.com. How do you think your players dealt with just the enormity of the occasion, the huge fans, the atmosphere was incredible. It seemed like maybe there were a few nerves early on. And then secondly, just what does this victory mean for the Sounders organization?
Well, I think I would agree with you. I think there were some nerves there in the first half. I think there was some, plays where guys needed to be a little bit more composed. Again, as the game kind of grew And, you know, especially in the second half, I think they settled down a little bit. We tried to settle them down at halftime. The halftime speech was not ranting and raving or anything like that. It was more firm, just, okay, look, this is what we need to do. This is what we're going to try and change. As far as what it means for the club and the organization and the city and Pacific Northwest, that's a very big question. I probably don't have enough time to reflect on it right now, but I'll give you that answer maybe in 10 years.
We're going to go next with Jeff.
Brian, you've been able to win games a lot of different ways in these playoffs. Just how gratifying is that, and how does that speak to kind of the team's mentality that no matter what gets thrown at them, they can find a way to turn things around?
Well, it's one of the strengths of the team. This team has found different ways to win. You know, our coaching style is certainly giving the players the tools to be successful because, look, our sport is fluid. There's always things that you can draw up on a chalkboard or a blackboard, and then it changes. You know, it changes because of your opponent. It changes because of the way you're playing, and there's so many variables in our sport that if the players are good individual, sound, tactical thinkers, those are the types of players that I like to have. They're able to adapt and overcome in tough situations.
I'm also going to welcome to the stage our MVP. Welcome.
Victor. Okay. Deservedly so.
You too, my friend.
Would like to give Victor the opportunity to have a quick comment before we continue with a few more questions.
Yeah, I'm really happy for that, for all the fans, for all the teammates, the coach. I think we deserve that. We work every day so hard, and I'm really happy for win the last game in Seattle with our fans. I think this feeling is amazing, and I'm really happy for all of you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to do one more question for Coach Schmetzer with Doug McIntyre, and then we're going to let Coach go and continue celebrating in the locker room. Doug?
Brian, Doug McIntyre, Yahoo Sports. Congratulations. I know you like to give the credit to the team, but I'm curious how much this means to you personally, given your history with the franchise and being from the city of Seattle.
Well, look, it obviously means a lot. It means a lot that I was able to celebrate with the guys that do all the hard work, able to celebrate it with our front office staff who did a really great job of putting on a tremendous event. I got to celebrate it with the fans a little bit. I'll continue to celebrate with the fans. Hopefully there's a parade or something planned. I'm going to be able to celebrate it with my family. So I think every step from here on out, we are going to enjoy this moment. This is something that no one can take away from any of us in this organization or myself. So I'm just very proud. I'm very happy, very proud.
Coach, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. We'll see you back in the locker room.
Thank you.
We'll now open it up to questions for our MVP. Yes, right here in the middle. Thanks, Coach.
Victor, I just wanted to ask you about your instructions when you came on. You're preparing to come on, then the goal happens, then there's like a little bit of a delay, then you sub on. How much was changed before and after the goal?
Well, for me was amazing. No, I think the first half was hard for us because Toronto played very well, but I think in the second half we try a little bit more our soccer, our football. We keep a little bit more the possession, and this is for me was a key for the game. No, I'm proud for all my teammates. I think we deserve that, and I'm really happy.
Our next questions are going to go David Gass.
Hey, Victor, after a moment like this, a game like this, your decision to come here and the experience you've had, injuries up and down, in and out of the lineup, and then this maybe your best and biggest goal in the biggest moment.
Yes, maybe I'm so happy for that. I think I deserve that because I work a lot every single day for this moment. You say it's was hard seasons for me because especially this year was a lot of injuries, re-injuries, and I'm always trying to work more for not happen that, but the life is here, is that, no? Sometimes these things happens, and now I'm enjoying this moment a lot because I know I deserve that, like all my teammates, and I'm proud for them, for all the hard work they put in every single training, and I'm really happy for today, for the goal, for the victory, for this MLS Cup, because I know we deserve that.
We're going to come right down here in the middle.
Hi, you came off the bench, throughout the playoffs. How did you approach the game differently, maybe as a bench player down the home stretch than as a starter?
I think the coach has to make decisions, and with my injuries in the season, maybe in the first playoff game, he thinks I'm not ready for 90 minutes, and after, if the team is winning, I think it's normal, no? He has to keep this. I think I did well when I come off. I come on to the field. Always the player play all the minutes possible. But for my situation outside to the field, to the game, for my family, was a little bit hard. But I'm so happy for today, for the MLS Cup, for the MVP, and I'm proud for all my teammates because they helped me a lot in the hard moments, because was hard moments in this season and the last season, and we have to enjoy this moment because the champagne is here, and it's amazing feeling.
We're going to be right here in the back.
Víctor, felicidades en el triunfo. ¿Nos puedes platicar cómo sucedió tu gol y qué sentiste en el momento en el que más de 69,000 espectadores, que fue un récord para un partido de fútbol en el CenturyLink? ¿Nos puedes contar tus sentimientos, por favor?
Sí, la verdad que increíble, ¿no? El poder jugar delante de 70,000 personas es apasionante, es increíble. Sabíamos que teníamos el respaldo de toda nuestra gente, de toda nuestra afición, de toda la ciudad detrás, y bueno, lo dimos todo para este partido, para conseguir esta victoria, y bueno, evidentemente esta copa es por ellos y para ellos.
Thank you so much. Oh, one more question in the back, and then we're going to let him continue to celebrate with his teammates.
Yeah,
Coming across the top of the 18 when you took the shot, what did you see that gave you an opening, and can you talk us through the goal?
Well, it was a great combination with Nico, with JJ. I understand the football like Nico, for example, or Raúl or Christian. We play the same soccer, the same football, and always it's easier, no? If your teammates play like you, it's easier to do great things, and I think is what's happened with this goal, no? We always looking us, because we play the same soccer, and I'm really really proud for my teammates, for me too, and I'm really happy for that.